Hi friends, welcome back to the Share Report. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. For those who are returning, thank you so much for being here. Be sure to share this channel with others to get others involved, become active citizens, to know what we're up against, to know history, to have knowledge, all the things. So with that being said, I wanted to get straight into this video and share some good news. Typically my videos, we talk a lot about issues that's happening in the world, whether they be fiscal issues, social issues, things with the election, things that our government's doing, all the things history. So I wanted to share some good news because, like I said, this channel is all about being active citizens, making a difference. And I wanted to share two specific stories with you that are great and just such good news. One of them I was involved in with myself, so I was just so happy things turned out the way that we wanted it to. So first off is there is a little town in Florida where I live here, but it's actually in Sumter County. I don't live in Sumter County, but this specific place is in Sumter County, and there's this little town called Lake Panasoffkee. And this town is very southern, very rural. The income is very modest. The people who live there are just like I said, just a very modest native people that live there. They've been there for years and years and years, grew up there, or maybe they just moved there a long time ago. So just a very small, friendly hometown, southern hometown in this lake. Around this lake. So there were actually some people coming in. Actually, it's called FGA. It is the Florida Government Utility Authority. So that's the name of this. So FGA. So they were wanting to come in and force the people that's been living there for years and years and years, and maybe all of their life for generations, to get a public sewer system, which definitely would appeal to developing, because in the state of Florida, there are so many developers moving here. It is so crowded. There's just lots of people just taking over land and developing, which causes things to go up. Like our last video, we talked about property taxes. So it makes things just go crazy and insane. And those people just cannot afford it. Like I said, they have very modest salary or fixed income. You know, a lot of people are retirees. So for them, if that was to take place, if they were to force those people to get this public sewer system instead of having the septic tanks like they have, the septic systems that they have, it would cost them upwards to $42,000 per household. So, which is an insane amount of money. That is so costly. And the people are like, what are we going to do? So instead of just twiddling their thumbs and like, oh, you know, we don't know what to do, they all got together. There was a petition that was signed, and they all went to their county commissioner meetings. There was a very small minority of people that showed up at this one particular meeting. I think it was like maybe 40 something people that showed up. But anyway, needless to say, the good news is that they paused it. They paused it, and the people were so happy because they got behind. They went to these meetings, and it was a few of them, and then a lot of people signed the petition. I seen the news clipping and the videos that those people were shouting and clapping that this new forced sewer system is not going to take place this year. They also said they don't want it next year, but that's another battle that they have to face for next year. So a pause was put on there because they all got together collectively and made a change for the better for themselves fiscally. So that's one very happy story that I wanted to share with you, just sharing. If we all get together, we can make a change. A lot of times we get distracted. We don't get together like we're supposed to for things that it's happening around us that affects our pocketbooks or that affects us socially in any way. But that shows you that this little town got together, all these little people got together and made a change for themselves. And now they're not going to worry about having their septic tanks, you know, ripped up and having this extreme costly sewer system and then overdevelopment in their land. So kudos to the people of Lake Panasoffkee for getting together and being active citizens. Okay, so the next story I wanted to share with you. So like I said, I live in Florida, and there was the Florida Wildlife Federation. They put out this petition because there were some developers wanting to come into 9 of our parks, some of them on beaches, a lot of them on beaches like St. Augustine, which I love. I'm there quite often. And it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place where they're wanting to develop and put a lot of different things on there, just overdevelop it. And we all got together because we want to keep Florida wild. That's what we said. We want to keep it old Florida. We don't have to overdevelop. I'm all for growth in the right circumstances, but we don't have to develop every square inch and make it difficult for us who've lived here and, you know, just want to enjoy nature and the natural resources of our home state, especially for natives like myself. My family has been here for multiple generations. So we all got together. There was actually something that was sent out. Like I said, the Florida Wildlife Federation, they sent out a petition and over 250,000 people signed it. And it also has been stopped. So needless to say, when you work together, things can happen for the greater good, for the best. So I was so happy to receive that email. They put a pause on it. Our 9 parks, our beaches are not going to be overdeveloped with unnecessary things that we don't need. So we're keeping Florida as much as possible wild, the wildlife and our nice beaches, and just keeping things natural. So I wanted to share that story with you, that over 250,000 of us put a stop to it. We signed the petition and they put a stop to it, and these developers are not going to come in and ruin our historic, a lot of them were historic state parks as well. So just wanted to share those good stories with you. Still, you know, get on board, be active citizens no matter what it is. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for those who have subscribed over the last few days and have watched my videos. Be sure to check out the one before this about property taxes. I'm hoping to do another one very soon. So like I said, thank you so much again, and be sure to like, share, subscribe, all the things, and I'll see you in the next video.